Hi, St. Matthews. It's Tuesday of Holy Week, and these are the readings for this evening. Judas plots to betray Jesus. It was 6 days before the festival of Passover. Jesus and his disciples had traveled to Bethany, which lay just outside Jerusalem. They went to stay at the house of Jesus' friends, Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus, whom Jesus had earlier raised from the dead. Martha made them very welcome and prepared a dinner in Jesus' honor. He and his disciples sat down to the feast, and Martha busily served them. Then Mary came up to Jesus, carrying an alabaster jar of precious spikenard. She broke the jar and gently rubbed his feet with the soothing ointment, afterward wiping them clean with her hair. Soon the whole house was filled with the spikenard's sweet-smelling perfume. Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 disciples, was shocked that Mary should have used something so expensive. "You could have sold that ointment for a good sum and given the money to the poor. It's worth about the same as a year's wages to a laborer," he said to her angrily. "Leave her alone," said Jesus. "She has done a beautiful thing for me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me with you. By anointing me with this perfume, she is preparing me for the day of my burial. What she has done will always be remembered." Meanwhile, the priests, scribes, and elders, who were members of the Jewish council, the Sanhedrin, assembled at the house of Caiaphas, the high priest. They were looking for an excuse to arrest Jesus and execute him, for they were afraid of his influence with the people. Judas went to them in secret and discussed with them how he might betray Jesus. "What will you give me if I deliver Jesus into your hands?" he asked them. 30 pieces of silver. Judas agreed to this price, and Caiaphas counted the 30 coins in his hand, one by one. From then on, Judas never left Jesus' side, watching and waiting for his opportunity to hand him over to the Jewish council. Here are the reflection questions. I wonder what part of these stories stood out to you. I wonder what was your favorite part of these stories. I wonder if you see yourself in these stories. Do you see any connections between these stories and our world today? I'll see you on Wednesday for the next readings.